Good morning, everyone, and welcome into this Wednesday morning edition of the 5 Minute Morning Devotion. I'm so glad you chose to join me today, and I pray that this is a blessing to you and that all of our other morning devotions have been a blessing to you thus far. Today, we're going to continue reading in the book of Psalms, and we're going to continue with chapter number 6, and we're going to start with verse 1. O Lord, rebuke me not in your anger, or discipline me in your wrath. Be gracious to me, O Lord, for I am languishing. Heal me, O Lord, for my bones are troubled. My soul also is greatly troubled. But you, O Lord, how long? Turn, O Lord, deliver me, or deliver my life. Save me for the sake of your steadfast love. For in death there is no remembrance of you. In Sheol or in the grave, who will give you praise? I am weary with my moaning. Every night I flood my bed with tears. I drench my couch with my weeping. My eye wastes away because of grief. It grows weak because all of my foes. Depart from me, all you workers of evil. For the Lord has heard the sound of my weeping. The Lord has heard my plea. The Lord accepts my prayer. All my enemies shall be ashamed and greatly troubled. They shall turn back and be put to shame in a moment. Now, this is a psalm of David, as have the last few been. And in this one, he is pleading with the Lord and he's asking the Lord not to rebuke him in his anger, nor discipline him in wrath, but show mercy. He's saying, Lord, be gracious to me. Let me have show me your grace. He said, because I'm languishing, I am sorrowful. He said, heal me, O Lord, for my bones are troubled. In other words, this word bones here is really interchangeable for soul, because the next verse we see that. He said, my soul also is greatly troubled. But you, O Lord, how long? In other words, what he's saying is, Lord, how long will I be troubled? How long will I have to endure this? He said, deliver my life. Save me for the sake of your steadfast love. He said, I can't praise you in death. There will be no remembrance of you in death. In the grave, I can't give you praise there. He said, I'm weary from my moaning. I am tired of weeping and moaning and crying and dealing with this situation. He said, I flood my bed every night with tears. I drench my couch with weeping. He said, my eyes waste away because of grief. I grow weak because of all my foes. But it's here in this moment. He's weeping. He's asking God for mercy. He's asking God for grace. He's asking God for an answer. He's seeking the Lord. But we see a turn. We see something happen in the prayer and in the Psalm of David. And he goes from asking the Lord and trying to get understanding and asking God to intervene for him. And all of a sudden, he begins to defend the Lord and to let his enemy know that the Lord is working for him. He said, depart from me, all of you workers of evil. For the Lord has heard the sound of my weeping. He says, I want you to understand, God sees me, knows where I'm at, and has heard me. He says, the Lord has heard my plea, and the Lord has accepted my prayer. All my enemies shall be ashamed and greatly troubled. They shall turn back and be put to shame in a moment. It's okay sometimes to ask God a question and try to get understanding and pray and seek God for deliverance in certain moments and situations that are hard and painful. But let me tell you this, never, ever, ever get to the place that you question God to the point that you quit. But always at the end of the day, let your enemy know you will not be defeated, that you will be victorious, because no matter how long the situation may last, God always hears our prayer and God always comes to the defense of his children.